Hello and welcome to Nerdy Gaming with Rabid Beaver. I'm your host, the elusive Rabid Beaver. I hope each and every one of you guys are having a wonderful day in the world of gaming or wherever you guys are at. And thank you for joining me today in the beautiful comic book studios here in Cleveland, Tennessee. And I'd love to have each and every one of you hit that like, hit that follow, and hit that subscribe wherever you guys are seeing this at. Today, we're going to be talking about the state of gaming. Currently in 2026, the gaming industry is navigating a pivotal transition phase characterized by a post-pandemic market normalizing and revenizing revenue shifts along widespread studio layoffs and surging hardware cost. And what does this mean for you guys? Well, the consumer, basically, it means that the prices are going up and will continue to go up until you all have had enough. And one of the biggest resurgencies that we've seen is game pricing, not only hardware, but game pricing in general. And for instance, Grand Theft Auto 5 is getting scheduled to launch in November. Now, I don't know if it'll get pushed back again. This will be the third time that they've scheduled it to come out, and it's been pushed if it does. But they're already starting to charge you for the base version, $89. The special edition version is $100, and it's a digital only game. There's no physical copy for you whatsoever to have. And why is that a big thing? It's because preservation. Sony has just proved with what's going on in the gaming industry that according to their movie platforms that they've got, anything that you've bought from 2008 until current, since the streaming software and license is not getting renewed, is going away. So it's a huge deal to you guys, the consumers, to have physical copies of everything, because if they just decide tomorrow that you, the consumer, no longer have the rights to this game for whatever reason, so let's say Rockstar says, we're just not going to renew it unless you pay us an additional $30 million or $40 million for the license, then you guys are going to be the ones who are getting screwed. So I think it's a big deal on why we need physicals. It's a big deal on why we fought to get disk drives in the PlayStation, the PlayStation 4 and 5. It's a huge deal. And I think it should continue to be a huge deal because I believe the media that you buy, you own the rights to it. You, the consumer, owns the rights to do with whatever you want with that media. If you want to copy it, you want to burn it, you want to do whatever to it, I think you own the right to that as your personal copy. You should have the right to have that copy be your copy. And with hardware, as we've seen, man, Microsoft has just gone crazy with pricing here the last couple of weeks, and PlayStation is even following suit, going up with the pricing on their consoles. It's becoming a big shift into the PC market. I mean, PCs are becoming more and more valuable to have and cheaper to afford than most consoles in console market gaming currently. That's a hard place to be if you are a company that is trying to make money through licensing and software and make money through your hardware. It's a hard place for you to be. But we have a huge resurgency right now in PC gaming, and Steam with the Steam Deck is killing it, knocking it out of the park. And I hate to say that, but it's just the truth. Direct consumer sales, game publishers are breaking away from single market approach. Companies are increasingly focusing on direct to consumer sales to diversify distribution and distributing channels in retail for more revenue. And that's what I'm saying is instead of them having it go to a company like GameStop or them go to a company like Toys R Us when Toys R Us was in business, or them go to Electronics Boutique when Electronics Boutique was in business, or going to Game Rave, or any of those facilities that it normally would be sent to, it's going directly to the consumer through the marketplace on either PlayStation, the PlayStation Store, or on Xbox Store, the Xbox Live Store. It's going directly to you, the consumer, that way. And then they control it from that point in time forward, whatever happens to it. And I'll give you a perfect example of this. Batman, there's the Dark Knight series and the collection with the Arkham Knight series. I own that for multiple consoles. And on the Xbox One here recently, they decided not to let the license go through. So it gave me the triangle. Boop, popped up at the bottom, had the triangle listed up. So I had to click on it and find out what was going on. I already own it, but it's not letting me download it or letting me play that game. And that's because the license had ran out and I had to rebuy the license for it. So why am I having to buy the license over and over and over when I already own the license for it? When I already play the game, when I already have it, in my library. That's the fear that I've got for all of us in gaming today. Is I fear that we're going into a place where if we don't watch it, the media that we consume, we will not own. Not only will we not own it, we will not be able to play it. We will not be able to distribute it to the world, like through a streaming service like Twitch or YouTube or, Trovo or Kick or any of them, Facebook, any of them. You won't be able to put it out there to any of those places. And you guys will just be stuck with what you have that's physical and physical media. That'll be the only type that you will be able going forward to actually play and stream. And it's already started. Some of the games on PlayStation 4 would actually cut off scenes and say, this scene cannot be recorded. This scene cannot do this. This scene cannot do that, because it was not listed or copyrighted. And I fear that that's going to be what's going to be happening going forward. Is whenever you start your game, you start to put it out there, you start to push it on a capture card and start to let it go, that it's going to hit the HDPC, which is high definition protection. For those of you that don't know, it'll hit the HDPC encoders, and they're going to automatically block that game from being streamed live. And I know that that's kind of a wild stance and a wild statement to take, but we're currently in that state of gaming where if they're no longer going to provide physicals for you to have, that's the next step. And in order for you to do it, they're going to want you to pay a streaming service or pay for their streaming service on their platform. And I don't think that's the right way to go. I think a streaming service should be provided through the platform, just like it is now currently. But people are not in the business of making you happy. They're in the business of making money. And what doesn't make sense to you isn't going to make sense to them. And it's definitely not going to make dollars if it makes sense to you, because they don't care what you want. They only care what they want and what they want to have. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's important right now that we all band together, especially with new games getting ready to be released, new games coming out, new games actually happening on the daily, that we are prepared to see more physical discs come out. And we all need to band together right now for the physicals to come out. I have a massive, massive digital collection. But everything I have digitally, I have backed up with physicals. If I can't put it on a physical, I can't put it, I won't buy it digitally. It just won't happen. Even if it's for a different console, I have that game in my collection for a physical reason. Things I own on PlayStation 3, I also own on PlayStation 4. I also own on PlayStation 5. I also own on Xbox and Xbox One and Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. So I make sure that I have a physical copy of everything that I purchase, because I want to be able to preserve it in the future and be able to use it in the future as needed. Or if I want to resell it. You can't resell a code, guys. What are you going to do with it? You own the game, you own the license to it for a short period of time. They cut it out. Now you can't sell it. You can't play it. You can't do anything with it. These are valid questions you have to ask if you're in the gaming industry and if you're going to be moving forward in the gaming industry. What do we do from here, and where do we go from here, and how can we make gaming a better place? Hey, if you like what you see today, don't forget to hit that like, hit that follow, and hit that subscribe. We'd love to have you, and hit that notification bell so you know when we're coming live each and every time we're doing this, or anytime that we post a video for you guys. All right, that's my 2 cents for the day, guys. I just wanted to get this little rant out and get it to you. I hope you all have a good day in the world of gaming or wherever you guys are at. And I hope in the future, we all can band together and have more physical games and be able to play more physical games and be able to come just like it was old school when we were growing up. 4 people to a room, all on the same screen, chilling it out. Or having LAN parties, baby. We had LAN parties back in the day where we brought everybody in and we put it all together. I hope that we can get back to those days again soon and definitely have the best time in gaming. Bring back the glory days of gaming, free internet for gaming. I don't think that we should be able to, we should be paying for for the internet for the services. It's already provided whenever we buy a disc. So PlayStation 3 proved that we could do it. Not only that, but Dreamcast proved that we could do it. We can do it again. Let's make gaming a better place for everybody. Let's make sure that gaming stays golden for the next generation to come, so that whenever they're ready, they know that we fought for something that was purposeful in this life. Not only purposeful, but brings joy to so many human beings. We can do it again. Let's do it again, guys. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.